Legend of Keepers is a new game where you are the dungeon master, fighting off the good guys who come dungeon crawling. But this is not one of those real-time strategy games inspired by Dungeon Keeper. This is an event-based roguelite. Sometimes those events are like buy new equipment, but the most important event is when you get attacked and have to fend off enemies, or good guys in this case, with turn-based combat and killer traps. This game does require a bit of patience. It's more about studying your enemy and looking for weaknesses than it is about fast-paced action. And this is the early access version, out on Steam on the 19th of March, so let's jump in and be a right shit. So, Legend of Keepers is by Goblinz Studio, and thanks to them for giving me access to this before release. So in this game you get to do one thing a week, and immediately makes you fight off some adventurers to give you a taste of blood, and so we're off to the frozen caves for minimal rewards, but never mind. So now we have to prepare the dungeon. Let's see, what can we put in their way? So these are the heroes. Boo! Look at them, all heroic and for some reason topless in the ice caves. You're going to catch your chill, mate. Also you and all. Put some clothes on, you lot. So there's three heroes. That's an apprentice, that's a magician, and that's a barbarian. And if you look at the skills, which are down here when I actually hover over them, you'll see that they only attack certain positions. This is the front, middle and back, and also that applies to them as well, front, middle and back, when I'm attacking them. So the barbarian will attack whoever's in the front position of mine. Magician will do everything, will attack everyone for a bit of damage, whereas this guy will also go for the front, interesting, for 35 damage. So whoever we need to put at the front is going to have to be fairly tough, someone with 100 hit points or 120. 45 and 45 do not cut it. So let's put Furbog in there. So we've been allocated a bunch of monsters at random to start with, but later on we'll be able to hire new monsters, retire them for like morale reasons and all sorts of things. At the moment their morale is at the top, so we don't need to worry about that. There's also a different morale bar which we'll have to look at later. There's a lot to learn. But yeah, the actual dungeon itself will be made up of these 6 phases. There'll be basically a fight here, a trap here, we attack them with spells there, another fight there, another trap there, and then they get to fight me, the boss. Hooray, hello me. Right, so first of all, when I attack, I'm going to attack for bleeding damage, which is going to be very helpful. I always find it very good to start off with like bleeding and poison damage, or reduce their morale. So the middle thing is probably less likely to be hurt. So let's give them some poison stuff, and then you're going to attack the back. Oh, you're going to attack the back, and you're going to attack the back, but you're going to attack the front. I'm okay with that, I think. So the people who attack first is all based around speed. My lads, 30, 80, 120 for speed. It's the blue figure, the figure next to the blue arrows in the bottom left. They are 25, 75 and 85, so we're a bit better. Anyway, let's actually see what happens when we move on to the next screen, the traps. And we'll come to the fight later, once we've set everything up. So these are the traps we've got. So we've got 4 level 1 ones on at the moment. They either hurt everyone or hurt specifically one person. Now, it looks like the barbarian has got the most health points, so what I'm going to do is lay the poison dart trap, which only applies to whoever's in the front, i.e. the barbarian. So we'll get him nicely poisoned for the rest of the dungeon, which I think will be handy. The third room is... we don't have to worry about that, that's just when we cast a spell to hurt them. But now we have another placement thing. These are the lads in the second room, and so it's a different choice to the first lot, but you can move them around later. So again, it's going to be another case of where they're going to attack the front. So let's see who's fairly robust. You're fairly robust. You're 18 air damage, and a different attack is 60 air damage. You're the Wraith, front and back. I can choose between them. Also, there's a lot of demoralization going on here, which is the purple figure. And if I talk about morale in the fight, that's different to the morale of your creatures, who over the course of several battles will get a bit pissy and will need to be cheered up. So who else? Who are we going to put in the middle? I mean, I could look at their weaknesses, like what are they weak to? They seem to be very strong against fire, I think, if I'm reading that correctly. I'll go for Rushki. I don't really want to Wraith because you're just all about morale, and I don't really think there's much point in trying to reduce their morale at this point. Let's go for you. One more trap. Let's go for them all this time. Circular saw. And there's me. Hello. Right, so here we come with the actual combat now. This is the This is their skill where they do it at the start of the battle, which rearranges my place. So all my careful placement has now been shot to shit, unfortunately. My really strong one is now at the back, and my really weak one is at the front. Piss, frankly. Thankfully, this guy is fast, so he gets to go next. You can see the order of turns here. After this, it's going to be the apprentice, and then it's going to be my skeleton archer, then their magician, then my orc is last. But I don't know. Anyway, let's go for front poison damage. That gets you, and that'll poison you for the rest of the fight. That attacks the guys in the front. It did actually hurt me. It was 42 fire damage. I seem to be slightly resistant against fire, so that's okay. So it didn't kill me outright by any means. Toxic Volley applies to everyone and does 15 damage plus poison. That's a simple attack on the back, 50 damage. When you hover over it, you can see the health bar of the enemies as a preview of what will happen. I think I'll go for specifically the back. That'll get you down quite nicely. It doesn't matter if we lose this fight. Oh my god, we almost lost the fight. It doesn't matter if we lose this fight because they have to crawl all 6 stages. I don't. So now we've got our goblin. See the little goblin. Anyway, cleaver, front. It'll do bleeding damage, but not really do a huge amount of immediate damage. Oh, I can just lower everyone's morale, the purple bar. Yeah. I'll actually do the morale. That'll hurt them on future battles, I think. There's your poison. There, that's completely tonked me. What I really want to do now is make sure that at least one person dies. I mean, her... That... Oh my god, that's it. They had more of a bite than I realised. Right, so you're going to get double poisoned. There you go, more poison. Now we get to cast a spell. More poison. Burning Whip will take off even more of the front guy's nastiness. But it's only the front guy. That one will make the next fight go better for me. That one will make them even less morale-y. And also, morale taken from attacks and traps increased by 50%. Well, let's do that. Let's lower your morale. Alright, next fight. They're now quite depleted. Ow, my back guy. These are our new lads, so we haven't fought these before. Skeleton Soldier, Harpy, and Skeleton Magus. Right, so what have we got? This is the middle person, who's actually got quite a fast speed, so that's why she's going next. That would do a little bit of damage for everyone. That would do a lot of damage for the guy in front. Let's focus on him. Let's try and actually kill him with poison. The poison that he's already got on him. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow! Ow! Wow, I have almost no health. I've got 1 health left. Flippin' heck. But that's enough. I can still cast. Oh, hang on a second. He's probably going to die. He's not got no debuffs on him or anything. But I don't think he's going to get to have another go. Oh no, he goes. I think I go next because firstly it's this guy. According to the ranking, it's going to be this guy, then this guy, and then the barbarian is the slowest of them all. So I should be able to get another go here. I don't really want to. I could demoralise them more, but let's try and do some more damage, just generally. And Spear Strike... Oh! I can finish off the Barbarian. Perfect. And now I get another go. Oh, I didn't realise. Oh, the Barbarian's dead, that's why. So it loops back to me. Oh, cool. That's helpful. Now this person's become the front. That means my Whirlwind will absolutely take off most of his health. Yeah, let's do that. Because I can't finish off the other person. Ow! Ow! Ooh, ow! That was startlingly painful. Let's get you down as much as possible. It looks like that's the last turn I'm going to have. Because that is a very nasty attack. But now we've got my Circular Saw, my patented Wile E. Coyote Circular Saw of Doom. Unfortunately, they've made it all the way to me. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of damage. And the damage just carry over. This is permanent for me. Which is a prick. Right. I can kill the first lad completely. Enslavement. Ooh. That would be good. I can kill off the back person and also take a lot of damage off the first person. That'll just reduce their morale, who cares? Let's do that. Kill one. Oh, it killed you as well! Possibly because of bleeding damage. Oh, cool. I barely got scratched. Right, what have we got? Artifacts. Each hero has 30% chance of being affected by demoralised at the start of the dungeon. Oh, that's okay. So creatures have 20% chance to regain enraged when they are attacked. Or elementals gain +5 to all resistances. Yeah, who cares about that? Let's go for that, because that's like I like the percentages there. I think I've got slots for 5 artifacts. Unfortunately, because all my creatures were killed during the filming of this, they've all lost 2 morale. Or it's motivation, that's what it's called. So, it doesn't really matter too much, because they can still cope another couple of fights before things get real. So, that was week 1, a very long week. Very long week. So now we have a choice of we can spend some cash. We've got 490 quid. We can spend some cash on new monsters and traps. We can spend some gold levelling up our monsters. Or we could buy upgrade current traps. This is a very good week because we've got a lot of cash. And everything's useful here. We've got plenty of... Oh, it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be good. I'm tempted to upgrade my existing traps. Because at the moment we don't need new monsters because we've got plenty as it is. It's tempting to upgrade, as I say, but it's either monsters or traps. Let's go for traps. Let's upgrade, because I tend to always use it. Let's upgrade my poison dart thing, which will do good damage on the front lad, always. 150 quid, okay? Maybe worth doing another one as well. Well, if that's often my first trap. My second trap is often... That's actually not bad. Although, I don't know. Let's go for Circular Saw upgrade. That's just some good solid damage. Right, so we can either choose a random event or a business trip, which will sacrifice 1 employee temporarily, but we'll actually get some gold. Let's go for an event. Uh-oh. An employee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the blood fay machine. Puck my life. I've taken 90 damage. Ow! Thankfully, you get 9 life per week, so that's got some of it back. Oh, that was not good. I could have talked to a merchant. We'll have a look at the monsters. If I make a mistake here, by the way, and leave, that's it for the week. So, pick carefully. A mortar trap. Oh, that's actually a nice little trap. Unfortunately, it's a level 1, but... I'm wondering if there's like monsters that are susceptible to fire. That would be a good one. So let's do that. Then we can choose between the fire and the circular saw. Right, we've only got 40 quid left, so let's move on. Another band of adventurers. I think we also possibly go back to the ice wastes, or what the hell they're called. Right, what have we got? Priestess, Thug, and Scout. Scout attacks back, Thug attacks front, and Priestess attacks front. It looks like we don't have anyone who's going to rearrange our lads, so let's immediately put on one of our big guys. Let's put Furbog back on front, back on point, so we can soak up the damage. Now, I haven't actually used Nivrar before, so his motivation is fully at the top. Let's see what you're strong or weak against. The Scout at the back seems to be fairly weak to ice, possibly. I still haven't quite worked that out, but I'm going to put you in second place. And this... Hang on, what have we got? Just make sure. Have we got anyone at the back? Who attacks the back? Oh, we have you, so 40 physical damage. Whoever's at the back will take a bit of damage. I'm tempted to actually, therefore, change that around. Put you there, and put you there. Right, I'm happy with that. Trap. You're definitely quite tough, so Poison Dart again. I think I'll go for that. Any of these really like bad against fire? I would say that these are quite a good bunch of lads to attack with my fire trap next, because they don't seem to like it up them. Let's give it a go, see what happens. Right, now we've got... Again, this is going to be front, front, back. Nature damage and poison. Ooh. I'm going to put, again, Lacrimel up front. Maybe I'll try Wraith this time. Wraith is fast. And so is Rush Key. Well, let's go for the fasties. There's me again. Slightly damaged after that workplace incident. There's a reason why it says caution coffee is hot on coffee fuck-ups these days. Because of incidents. Right, so we all took a little bit of... Well, my front and back lads took damage as expected, but they can take it. So now my fast person can go and do... Let's do a toxic volley for everyone. I think everyone deserves a little bit of poison in their life. And that'll carry over to the next turn as well. Look at how much poison I've got on me. Oh, this is bad. I didn't realise just how bad this poison was. Oof. Anyway, my Yeti Go can either ice damage everyone, which just seems a bit pointless. But this looks like a good solid bit of damage. Yeah, I think you're weak to that. Anyway, meanwhile you're doing summit. I'm getting poisoned, so I'm going to really suffer here. But thankfully I'm still alive, and now I get to go. Scream of Terror. I don't really feel like I'm doing a huge amount of damage to you. I'm gonna Scream of Terror. Hey, look, something fell over. Take that. Oh, I knocked over a pole. Well, that would possibly get rid of you. Yes, okay, because of the poison, that might actually get rid of my back problem entirely. But not until the next turn, admittedly. Right, I don't really want to attack just the back. I want to attack everyone here. Oh, I've actually killed her already. Oh, that's fine then, yep. And, meanwhile, more poison? Yes, let's keep the poison coming. It's less effective than there's only two of them, though. Right, he's gone now. So it's just my big lad. Well, let's do the most damage. Ice block. As usual, we don't need to kill them all in this first turn. In fact, we're doing quite well in that respect. Now we're going to poison the person on the front. You're really getting a taste for it now, aren't you, mate? Now I cast a spell. I've almost taken him out completely. I honestly think we're probably at the stage where the next stage will kill them. Which I'll do. I'll do Burning Whip. I don't think it's that important at this point because I think we're sorted. Mate, didn't even get to my next monsters, which is good. The earlier you kill them, the better, because we're not going to lose motivation or anything. 79 quid, wouldn't wipe my nose on it. Icy Breath, a trap which applies ice weakness. Or Poisonous Plant. So these both take down a resistance by 40. That would be a good one because that would synergise with creatures that can... We've got a few icy lads, so let's do that. I'll have to remember to actually use the damn things now. So they've all lost motivation because they died. So let's actually go into the employees' room. They're probably having a crafty sig behind the blood machine. And so it might be wise to get Mandible out because he's down to 2 happinesses or motivations. Furbog probably as well. Now it's worth pointing out that we can shift them between rooms as well. So if we don't want to keep someone to keep on getting demotivated by being in the front line the whole time, we might push them back to room 2, where they won't necessarily get hurt as much. But really, I want to make sure that I've got a good mix of people here. I haven't got anyone else to sub in, so I think I'm going to have to just be a bit cautious here. I just want to make sure that I've got enough in the first room. I mean, I already have a bit of a choice when it comes to room 2, so let's... I think yours might be good, because bleeding and morale is probably good for the first room. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Right, so I've got 184 quid. I'm definitely tempted to get a monster, but let's upgrade again. This mortar trap might be a good one to upgrade at this point. Oh, the Icy Breeze, actually. No, it's not that great. Let's stick to doing this. Which means we haven't got any more cash. Which means I can't do anything here because I've got no resources. Those exclamation marks, basically, they draw your attention, but in actual fact they mean don't click on this because you probably won't be able to spend anything. I've been caught out by that a couple of times. Right, let's try this because we may be able to... No, it's actually purely money. Because sometimes you can spend blood or tears. In fact, this might be the time to do that. I could get some more gold. Oh, I could just go for an event. Let's go for an event. The R&D manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He's asking you to provide him with one of your employees in exchange for some gold. 500 quid? Ooh, that's tempting, but he's active. Well, we may have to do some... Oh, that's okay, we've still got 3. I was a bit concerned there. Elsewhere, there's no point in plundering because we can't sacrifice any more volunteers. Let's go for another event. The walk-in fridge is full of bodies. The doctor could resurrect a fresh human and transform it into an employee in exchange for a little blood. Well, we've got a little blood. So let's get a new monster. Cool, that's actually very handy indeed. So we've got a Hereth. A Morale... Oh, actually, was that from the... No, it was actually you, wasn't it? It was actually a Canirf dog. I wonder if you can pet the dog. I don't think you can. I think that's good because all monsters in a group gain enraged at the start of a fight. Damage and morale dealt increased by 20%. That's nice. That's worth having. And also full morale, or motivation. Right, so we can choose between either adventurers or veterans. It's just a case of the veterans being harder to fight, but you'll get more cash or whatever. I'm going to go for the standard adventurers. I'm not quite sure if I'm good enough yet. So they're a mixture of level 1 and level 2 enemies this time. Elf, magician, and priestess. I've already seen an elf before. What do you do? So you're actually a very icy person. Whereas you're the exact opposite. Magician is very fire. And you, the priestess, well, again, you're kind of... Yeah, you're weak to fire, but good against ice. So I don't really want to be using ice attacks against a lot of these. Right, first of all, we've actually got a trap. Irritatingly, I can't therefore use my icy breeze, but I can use my mortar. 45 fire damage to everyone. I'm going to go for that. Normally I might put my poison dart there, but let's go for mortar. Do basic damage. Right, so this time, okay, let's see. They're attacking front, area, and area. So it's only my front one who's going to take serious... Okay, let's put Nivra there, as usual. You're my bullet sponge. I think I'll definitely want you. Because you can get the front guy. So back, front. And also, we'll get the passive bonus, so everyone's going to be angry as balls. And the person who's bringing up the rear should probably go for... Oh no, I'll do an area one. Right, spell. And now more monsters. Again, we've already got 3, so let's put strongest one. Oh, we haven't really got a very strong lineup here. They've not got much health. Now, she applies haste to monsters in front of her. I didn't actually notice this before, so I'm going to put her at the back. Like that. And so those will be faster, therefore they might have a better chance of actually going first. Well, having said that, I think it's going to be a case of they're going to go mostly last other than that one. Or whatever. Basically, I'm more likely to be going first there, so that's all good. And a final trap, if they actually get this far. Circular saw. Hello, me. Right, here we go. Bang. Oh, it goes to the back. Oh, bloody hell. I thought that was everyone attacked. Oops. That's fine. Oh, did he change positions? Oh, I didn't notice that. God damn it. So that's happened again. Still. I mean, this bunch of guys isn't too positional, although unfortunately my bullet sponge has now again been moved back. Right, so you're going to get to bite front. Yes, fair enough. That's all we can do. Bleeding damage. Looks fairly unremarkable, but not too shabby. Again, I could go for bleeding damage on the front, but I like the morale killer. Gets everyone a bit. Oh god, not that again! That bloody fireman. Oh, what's that? Elemental weakness. Resistance is reduced by 20%. That's not good. Anyway, we finally get to use our Nivra. Maybe we should go for the... Unfortunately, yeah, his attacks aren't going to be great. Who of these lads are weak against ice? You're weak against ice. Yeah, you can see how much extra damage he's going to lose because of his weakness. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I want him to feel the pain. before he kills us all. Some things changed there. The ordering changed because I think someone sped up or slowed down or something. Oh, there goes my mate. Right, let's bite someone's face off. Really doesn't seem to do much damage on the first go, though. That's really annoying. Again, this seems to be the best. I'm hitting them all equally now. I'm never quite sure whether I should actually just try and aim for one and finish them off as quickly as possible or not, but you also don't necessarily get a choice because of the whole front-back thing. Oh my god, that wasn't a good turn for me, was it? Well, let's cast something on them. There I am. Well, yes, let's do this because this is going to take a lot of damage. Hopefully with your bleeding damage, that might also finish you off in the next turn. You've got bleeding damage, haven't you? Oh no, that's slow. There we go, there's the bleeding damage. So you'll lose 15, which ain't bad. But anyway, we get to go first. And we're also giving everyone a bit of haste. Ooh, this I think will be good because I think it'll damage the back too. And the front person will die anyway, hopefully, at some point. And now I get to go again with my middle guy. Go for the back. Roll very slow, which is nice. I can finish him off with a fireball too. Yes! Now you're insanely hard to attack. Ouch. Oh, you bled to death. Aha! And now I can finish you off completely. Yes! So all my monsters survived. Didn't even need to use my second trap. And I get a free monster. Ooh, look at this. A wind elemental or a fire elemental. Oh, I like these lads. These are tasty. Oh, I can get 84 quid. But I've got so much cash from that deal with the devil I made that I don't need the cash at the moment. So who shall I get? Am I weak? I've got some fire. I shall go for a fire attack. I want to be able to be strong with both ice and fire. Right, so the room ones lads have all gone depressed. But this is the people who have like been resting out in the garrison. They've now gained 3 motivations. Let's have a look. So I will need to get rid of my Nivra for the time being. You performed very well for us. Thank you for your service. All these other lads, they're fine. I could get Furbog back out. That'd be nice. Mandible, may as well. Nature damage and poison. There's no poison lads in the second room, so let's do that. Air, fire, nature. There's actually 2 fire choices here. I'm not sure that's a good thing or not. It's about getting balance. I'm wondering whether I should actually take someone out then. Just for... if I'm not going to use them, I might as well have them resting up. But they're all okay, I think. Anyway, so that's Legend of Keepers as it is, at the start of early access. Well, this was might be a pre-release version, 0.6.0.7, if anyone's counting. Right, so a reminder, if you do enjoy my stuff, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon for one-off tips or a monthly subscription with rewards, such as exclusive videos. Or just leave a like, my son. And if you enjoyed this game, you may enjoy me playing Little Dungeon Stories, a dungeon crawling game modelled after Raids. Or if you want a more classic Dungeon Keeper style game, try my look at Dungeon 3 from a while ago, a game that lets you also fight in the overworld. Bye for now.